Here we are then, yes, hello and welcome here to the first proper live stream I am going to do. I'm just going to see if I am live streaming. I hope it says I am. It's not saying I am at the minute, which is quite disturbing. Now it is. But here we are then, live stream, the first proper live stream I will properly be doing as well. We are reacting to the Champions League draw. This is the all-important thing, reacting to the Champions League draw. The Champions League draw I'm watching just right there. We have all the props ready, so I do have my Manchester United thing there, a Barcelona scarf there, and a Crvena Zvezda scarf there for Red Star Belgrade. And if you are seeing, I'm rocking with a Manchester United shirt, as you can probably tell I am as well. This is going to be tasty. This is going to be interesting, really, to see what can happen in particular. Obviously, we do know this is the Champions League draw, the biggest draw in, well, world football. This is going to be a massive one anyway. So, for the time being, let's rock and roll, and we're going to listen to Pedro Pinto after all the instructions. I will show you the teams that will be in pot 1, because trust me, they will be okay. Actually, now, let me show you pot 1 of the Champions League. And here pot 1 is then, so we are going there very strong off first with pot 1, as it is Manchester City first, obviously the champions, the treble winners in England. They will be the proper team there in the first. Second one is also Sevilla. They did win the UEFA Europa League last year, so that is why they are on it. FC Barcelona from Spain, they are also on it because they won the league in Spain. SSC Napoli, same, won the league in Italy, won the Scudetto. FC Bayern Munich from Germany, they did win the Meisterschale Bundesliga there. Then Paris Saint-Germain, obviously they won the French League, Ligue 1. SL Benfica from Portugal won the Liga Portuguesa, and then Feyenoord won the Eredivisie, just like that. So while I'm here, bring it on, let's talk to properly about me. Now we're back, obviously, after that little quick introduction. And while we're just showing this little introduction video, I'm guessing these are probably of the teams that will be in the Champions League. So, like, where will be pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, so on and so forth. So, that is what it will most likely be. We're just showing a goal there. Darwin Nunez scored a good goal. It's probably going to be the road up until where they did show it in Istanbul, where Manchester City did win the Champions League. But for the time being, we are going to have a little look at this. Obviously, I will tell you who will be in Group A, Group B. I will have my little chat and all. There will be a little chat box where I will reply. So don't you worry, you will be okay for this one. But, yeah, things are going good at the minute. Obviously, Manchester United, my team, they will be in the Champions League draw, unlike previous seasons. So that will be good. Arsenal and all, first time they're in it in 6 years. That should be interesting. Obviously, Manchester City are Manchester City. Then you've got Newcastle United, the Geordies, who haven't been in it probably about 20 years. That should be a very interesting tie. Very interesting team overall. And then Celtic from Glasgow, we have obviously got to conclude all the British teams in the Champions League. Celtic will be in pot 4, same as Newcastle United. Arsenal and Manchester United will be in pot 2, and then Manchester City will be in pot 1. So for the time being, we are just seeing, obviously, these little clips of the road to the final, where Manchester City did win that Champions League. These are the really frustrating parts, when it's like, you've got these little introduction bits, not the actual draw. You want to see the actual draw. Then that's it, pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. You want to see all of them, not all of these little clips of, like, they're showing young people at the minute, obviously, aspiring to be the heroes, which I can understand, but yeah, they need to show it. They need to have it all together. But, you know, the sky is the limit. And, well, it's showing Rodri scoring a goal, which it was a thunderbolt, to be honest, there from Rodri. It was a very good goal by him, which did win the Champions League there for Manchester City for the first time, which is, yeah, a true tragedy for my opinion. But, you know, it was still good. Erling Haaland there clapping his hands on the floor, saying, like, well done, congratulations, you have won it. So, there they are. They're showing Pep Guardiola hugging Kevin De Bruyne, saying, we did it, and they did do it, and they did it in some style. They did they did do it in some style. They were obviously very good. They were the best team in Europe, Manchester City. That's why they did win the Champions League at the end of the day, which personally for me still hurts me as a Manchester United fan. But it was still very, very good. It was still a good Champions League anyway last season. Hopefully this year, because my team will be in it, obviously Manchester United, it can be a whole lot better. That's what I want it to see. And this is this Pedro Pinto again. He's talking to someone. It'll probably be someone who I know when it shows up his name, although now I can't recognise him. Someone next to him just looks like John Turode, the baker, the Australian cook, Australian chef. But while at the minute, this person talking, Jesus, Tesiki Beristani. That is some names I can't say. And to be honest, when it comes to an Arab name, because obviously he's talking about the Manchester City sporting director, and you know Manchester City, they're obviously owned by Arabs, aren't they? Owned by the United Arab Emirates, owned by Sheikh Mansour, and well, he did do a good job there in Manchester City. They obviously bought City in 2007, 2009, I can't remember, and the main aim for them was to win the Champions League, and then obviously 15 years later they ended up winning the Champions League, which for them is obviously a big, big thing. I just want the draw, to be honest, get over the way. That's what I want to see. I want to see the draws, and then you will all be sorted. So, you know, she's still talking about it. Obviously, I did show you the pots earlier. It's up to you if you want to have a look at them again. But, yeah, so far, obviously, the Champions League trophy is right there. I do have a miniature Champions League trophy, but it's downstairs, which is a bit of a shame. So, you know. They're still talking. I need the draw to happen. Come on. I've been waiting for feels like years. Bring it on. Come on. Get the Champions League draw on. That's what I want to see. Introduce the teams. I will introduce the teams in a little bit. They're showing Eric Abidal, though, who was a good player there from Barcelona. That's what I will say. Eric Abidal. I think he was from Ivory Coast. I can't remember. But well, I do know he was a very good player there when he did play for Barcelona. And I've got the Barcelona scarf right there. So how fitting is it? The fact that a Barcelona legend is coming on the Champions League draw when I've got the Barcelona scarf right there. Joel Cole, another player, another midfielder, I believe, used to play for Chelsea. Again, he was a good player. They showed him before on TNT Sports saying, well, I'm a little bit nervous for this. I'm a little bit nervous because obviously you would be, wouldn't you? 6 Champions League goals, not as much as Eric Abidal. They must be the two people that are conducting the draw then, if that is the case. I think they are the two people conducting the draw. I obviously showed you though pot 1, didn't I? I showed you pot 1, which was obviously a very, very good pot, obviously, as imaginable. But, you know, oh, there's not a little lag on here. I don't think there is. Nah, there's not. We're okay. We are okay by that. But yeah, they're still talking. Abadan and thingy. London 24. I like the sound of that. I mean, we do know it will be held at Wembley this year's Champions League, and obviously I have been to Wembley a couple of times this year. So obviously going back to Wembley potentially. Hopefully seeing the Mighty Reds lift that Champions League trophy. It won't happen, but you know, it's still, why not? Why not go celebrate, see what you can do. You've got a chance to either win or lose it. It's practically like that. I can get why Joe Cole's doing it though, because obviously Chelsea, London, scenario. I just want the draw to happen. I want the people to draw the balls and say, like, Manchester City or Bayern Munich. The one thing I want to happen, right, because I'm a United fan, I've never seen a German team at Old Trafford. I have never seen a German side. So I've not seen Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Union Berlin, FC Köln. I've not seen any of them. I've seen 8 Spanish teams, 5 español equipos, but 9 Deutsche teams. No German teams, which is obviously a bit of a shame. But it is what it is. Hopefully, though, this year, it can be the tide. Hopefully United can end up playing against a German opposition. Well, for the first time since the COVID year, they did play RB Leipzig in there, ended up finishing third, got knocked out of that Europa League, got knocked out of the Champions League, had to go in the Europa League at the end of the day, which was a little bit painful, but you know, it was what it is. It was what it was. But now, this is a whole new Champions League campaign. This is a whole new start. Eric Ten Hag's Reds, hopefully seeing what can happen. I did actually see something before, which was yesterday when Royal Antwerp qualified to the group stage for the first time in their history. I did actually see something, and it did say there's 5 Dutch managers there who are managing in this Champions League. Mark van Bommel, Erik ten Hag, Peter Bosz, and I can't remember the other 2, which is a bit of a... Arne Slot, he managed Feyenoord, and then there was a Dutch manager there, Shakhtar Donetsk manager, who indeed is Dutch. So there's 5 Dutch managers there. That is very good there for the Netherlands. 1 English manager, big up Eddie Howe, come on. But, so, yeah, we will see what can happen. Obviously, I did show you the teams earlier on, the Pot 1 teams who were in this Champions League draw. I may potentially show you it again if they are going to, obviously, talk and do this, he's displaying about it. Giorgio Marchetti is the, the UEFA draw officiator, or, analyzes the team, so, puts the teams into certain pots, like pot A, pot B, pot C, pot D, and all that sort. So, you know, that is what we ultimately do all together. It hasn't started yet, no, mate. It will be starting very, very soon, however. It will be starting very, very soon. Maybe in about 5 minutes. The only problem is UEFA do this thing where they keep on talking, which is very annoying. But, yeah, when it does end up happening, I will be telling you and I will be reacting to the draw, obviously, as the title is called, UEFA Champions League Live Reaction, or UEFA Champions League Reaction. So that is what we will be doing. But for the time being, he's speaking, and well, you know what? While he's speaking, let's show you the Pot 1 teams yet again, because, you know, it's getting a bit boring. Bring them on. So the Pot 1 teams, obviously, these are them again. Manchester City, Sevilla, Barcelona, Napoli, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Benfica, and Feyenoord. I mean, the team that I want to see, I really want to see Napoli. I think, because obviously, I do like Javicia Kvaratskhelia, who does play for Napoli, but well, altogether, I like Napoli as a team. I think they are a very, very good team. Benfica, I've already seen. I've not got a match scarf, though, because they did actually play, ironically, on Halloween, so I didn't end up seeing them. Paris Saint-Germain, I have seen them before. Obviously, I don't want to see them again. I've already seen them before. And Feyenoord, I have seen them, but I would like to see them again. Their fans are supposed to be absolutely goddamn crackers. So that is what we do know about Pot 1. Back to, obviously, me again. So the draw is starting to take place now. We're doing all these announcements saying how the draw will be conducted and so on, which we know is a bit of a shame. It's the most boring part about it. But, you know, this is what we will be doing. We'll be doing Pot 1, Pot 2, Pot 3, and Pot 4. My team is in Pot 2, Manchester United. They will be in Pot 2. Hopefully, because of these TV allocations, I want to see United, I don't know, possibly Pot B, Group B or Group C. And then I want to see Newcastle playing Group G, because I want to watch a game at St James's Park, maybe on the telly. But I do want to see the atmosphere at St James's Park. That atmosphere will be absolutely bonkers and absolutely rocking. Let me tell you that. But, yeah, that is what we do know, and it will probably happen. But, they're all going all these pots. I just want to see the first team drawn. I want there to be a group of death, and I want Manchester City to be in it. Is this just me? But Manchester City always get easy teams. I don't know about it. Every time in the group stages, they keep getting an easy game. I mean, that Julien Laurent or somebody, they said Manchester City had a tough group last year, which was the mix of Sevilla, Dortmund and Copenhagen. Let me tell you one thing. Is that actually a tough group? Is that actually a tough group? Because it isn't really. I mean, you've got Sevilla, obviously, they did win the Europa League, but they finished 11th in La Liga. Borussia Dortmund, they didn't do good in. They didn't obviously do well in the Champions League. In the league, they should have won it. I do feel sorry for them, but they did end up doing a Spurs and Arsenal and bottling it. And then FC Copenhagen, they are in the draw today, so that should be good. Copenhagen are absolutely crackers fans. They did draw against Manchester City, which was a very good honour for them. But it were what it is. United. Love that. I'll be doing that when we end up drawing a German team, fingers crossed. But the draw's starting to take place now. This is the most exciting bit. When the draw takes place, when the Champions League draw will happen, this is what we want to see. We want to see the main draw happen, the main event. But yet they're still showing Erling Haaland. I mean, I don't want to see Erling Haaland preferably. I want to see the draw. I want to see the draw take place. I don't want to see Erling Haaland and so on. I've already seen too much of him, obviously, go into Manchester United and seen him live. I've seen him twice, and well, the 2 times he didn't really boss us. We actually dominated Haaland at Old Trafford. Obviously at Wembley he was still a threat at the FA Cup final, but then they did end up winning, which was a little bit annoying. But Sevilla I would want to draw again because I believe they are the easiest team in this. However, never write off Sevilla. Well, you can in the Champions League. They're not that great in the Champions League, but you can never write them off. Feyenoord, I mean, I would want to play them, but Jesus, a trip to the Kuip, that is tough. That is absolutely tough. That if you're an away fan, if you end up playing at the Kuip, it is a very, very tough thing. I know you want me to say that, pal. I know you want me to say that. I'll say that if Man City get an easy draw. But for the time being, this is it. Pot 1 will be drawn. Giorgio Marchetti, I think, telling Joe Cole. Oh, he's putting his hands in. What's going to be the first team? Come on. Come on, Joe Cole. Do the draw. Come on. I want to see. Oh, come on. Come on. The draw's being made. Who's the first team out? And it'll most likely be in Group A, I think. Right. The time being in Group A is Bayern Munich. Right, that is my Cockney version. FC Bayern München will be drawn, I believe, in Group A. So, the first team, Bayern Munich, Group A. Obviously, I hope Manchester United could draw them. Or Union Berlin, please. Union Berlin. Hopefully. I tell you what, some comments are quite funny. Right, the next team now. Sevilla. Sevilla, they will be in Group B, I believe. So that will mean there are 5 Spanish teams in the Champions League this year. Sevilla, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Real Sociedad, and did I say Atletico Madrid? So they are the 5 teams that will be taking part in it. That is what we do know. Let's just say who will be in Group A. Napoli will probably be in Group C, I think. So that should be good. Bayern Munich are Group A. That is very interesting. Group B, obviously, are Sevilla from Spain. Then Group C, Napoli. I won't mind playing them, obviously. The next team, Benfica, they will be in Group E? No, D. I need to think about that. Group D they are in, and Rambo the GOAT, big up, love that. But at the minute, obviously Group D was Benfica. I don't want to play them. Feyenoord, come on, I would like that. If Manchester United can play Feyenoord, that would be very interesting. I mean, the Dutch fans, they do like a bit of a party and a bit of, I forgot the word now, but like, you know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean. Techno music, that's it. They do like a bit of techno music. Paris Saint-Germain, they will be in Group F, I think. Nasser El Khalifi is there. Can you tell Sheikh Jassim to buy United, please? Can you do that? Thank you. Paris Saint-Germain are in Group F. That is very interesting. I don't know any French, which is a bit of a shame. I only know bonjour, comment ça va, comment tu t'appelles, and all that. In Group G, boo, the worst team in it. The worst team, Manchester City. The worst team, the worst bang out worst team. They're in Group G, and I know, sorry, I just let all my anger out. My apologies, but Manchester City will be in Group G, and I believe they were in that last year when they won the treble. I believe they were in Group G in last year. Then Group H, FC Barcelona. They will be in Group H. To be fair, I wouldn't particularly see them. I'm getting nervous now. This is the nervy part, when you know that there's going to be at least a good team that will be drawing against you. You know that now. And while we're here, let's show you Pot 2 then. Pot 2 will go something like this, as it will be Real Madrid from Spain, Manchester United, come on, from England. They're showing it now, getting Inter Milan there from Italy, Borussia Dortmund of Germany, Atletico de Madrid from Spain, obviously, yes, good that. RB Leipzig from Germany, FC Porto from Porto, and last but not least, Arsenal from England. So they are the teams that will be in Pot 2, as we do already know. And now we're back again. Pot 2, you did obviously just see it, the teams that were in it. So now, let's see who we can get. And this is the biggie. Manchester United are in this, which is massive, obviously. Well, not particularly massive. We have been in it before. But, well, for the time being, it's quite interesting to see what we can get. Pot 2, Real Madrid, Man United, Inter, Dortmund, Atletico de Madrid, Leipzig, Porto, and Arsenal. So basically all the things I just said are right there. So, yeah, here we go. As a famous Fabrizio Romano says, here we go. As a famous Ratio Rambo says, bring it on. Let's see who Manchester United can get. Tasty stuff. Right, so the first team that will be drawn in Pot 2, and probably will be in Group A, will be, I forgot who, is it Bayern Munich in Group A? I think it's Bayern Munich. Right, the team in Thingy A, well, they can't be in Group A. I'm sorry, mate, they can't be in Group A. They are... Oh, they're doing all these draw scenarios. So, I thought they can't be in Group A. Group A is Bayern Munich in it. Maybe 2 German teams. And you can't, obviously, have that. He's a new guy who's doing the Uefa thing. I remember there was a Swiss guy who did it. He was really good. And obviously, Abadal, let's see who they get. They are in Borussia Dortmund. Where are they in? Go on. Open the draw. Come on. They are in Group F. So I believe, I can't remember, is that with Paris Saint-Germain? It is. Paris Saint-Germain and Borussia Dortmund are in Group F, so that should be interesting. That should be very interesting. And, well, the next team to be drawn is Arsenal. Please tell me they'll be in Bayern's group. Please tell me they'll be in Bayern Munich's group. Oh, they can play anyone. Just being Group A, it'd be a bit of laughter, wouldn't it? It'd be a bit of fun. It'd be a bit of fun if Arsenal were in Group A. It'd be a bit of fun. Please, just give it me. That's what I want to see. I want to have a bit of laughter. Right. Sternface. What's he gonna draw? We're waiting now. Group B. Oh, they're not with Bayern Munich. So, who is it now? It's Sevilla. Sevilla and Arsenal. That's easy. That'll mean United will have to play one of, well, not the big boys, but we'll have to play a good team neither way. And that makes us rule out against Bayern Munich, I think. Ooh. So, that is a bit of a shame. Next team, Atletico de Madrid. So, Atletico de Madrid are in... They obviously just saw a Spanish team being drawn. And now let's give a little reply saying Group B is a mix of Sevilla and Arsenal. Group B, Sevilla and Arsenal. Well, I think it's Group B. I don't know. Right, Atletico de Madrid. Where will they be in? They will be in Group E. Barcelona not in that group. I don't know. Right, so they are with Feyenoord and Atletico de Madrid. That should be an interesting one. Man United, next one. Come on. I think I just had a little thingy saying who we do play. Who are we playing? We can play Bayern Munich. We can play Bayern Munich, Napoli, or Benfica. I've never seen a German team. I'd be happy if we play a German team. Come on. Right, who are we playing? Come on. Bring it on. Yes. I know I might be saying that because we'll be screwed and Harry Kane's going back to England, but that is the first time I'm seeing a German team. That will be the first time I will be seeing a German team, and it will be the mighty Bayern Munich. They will be the mighty FC Bayern München. They will be in Manchester United's Group A. Bayern Munich, Manchester United. I can't wait for it. German team, come on. Deutsche team. And well, I do have a little something to Germany, which I will have here. Rammstein mug. Yeah, I can't see it. Rammstein mug, right here. German band, we do obviously know. Celebrating Germany, because we will be playing a German team. Which, personally, I will take that. I mean, maybe because we're a German team. If we're any other team, then it would be tough. And the trip to the Allianz Arena will always be a bit tough. But still, Manchester City. Man City have another easy one. My God. Man City have another easy team. It is 1999 all over again. You're quite right. But this time it's not at the new camp. It will be at the Allianz Arena, I think. And then Old Trafford. Man City. Bloody Man City. They always play easy teams. They're playing RB Leipzig and all, and well, they did beat RB Leipzig in the last 16, obviously, to win it. Inter Milan will be in Group D, so they'll be with Benfica. Ooh, German team, come on. FC Bayern München, German team. I've never seen one. Right, put it over there. Now, where can I put the German thing? FC Porto now. Who will they be playing? They will be with Barcelona. So FC Porto will be with Barcelona. Manchester United, if you do not know, will be drawing against the Meisterschale champions of FC Bayern Munich. That will mean Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala, Manuel Neuer, if he's fit, will be coming to Old Trafford. Joshua Kimmich and Erik ten Hag will play against one of his former teams. I mean, they did coach. He did coach Bayern Munich's second team, so he does have a kind of affiliation with Bayern Munich. So there it is, and we're drawing Bayern Munich, Napoli, and Real Madrid. That concludes that, and well, we play against a German team. I cannot believe it. And well, Reshman Charger is just looking at something here, like, what the hell's happening? I mean, the draw's just been thingy. Are they doing all these scenarios? Will they be showing pot 3? If they'll show pot 3, we'll show pot 3. Yes, we are showing pot 3. So while we're here, bring it on. Pot 3 will go something like this. It will be Shakhtar Donetsk from Ukraine first. Then RB Salzburg or FC Salzburg from Austria. AC Milan there from Italy, Sporting Braga from Portugal, obviously they are a good team, PSV Eindhoven from the Netherlands, Lazio there from Inter Milan, one of my second clubs, Crvena Zvezda, Red Star Belgrade, they are in this, and FC Copenhagen. I want to see Red Star Belgrade so badly in the Champions League. Bayern Munich and Red Star, that will be a brilliant Champions League for me. But there is pot 3, on to the draw. If I can get it. On to the draw. Back again. We just had a little bit of messing, thinking what could we do, what can't we do. And well, it looks all sorted at the minute. It looks like pot 3 has been decided, and basically it's all the teams that I did say to you before. But so yeah, we're playing a German team. The only bad thing is it will mean Union Berlin. We can't play Union Berlin, which is a bit of a shame. But you know, yes, bro. Yes, bro. Hope you're enjoying this little stream. It should surely be a good one. Right, the first team drawn. I don't know if they're still doing these group scenarios or if they'll just be playing which. So in that case, I don't want to play Shakhtar. I don't want to play Shakhtar. I've seen too much of Shakhtar Donetsk. I don't want to see Shakhtar. Obviously, I do have a season ticket, so I can think it. Perfect, you did that. I like to see that. I like to see how you came from Discord to watch the draw, obviously, with me. So that should be good, obviously. We did have pot 1 and pot 2 done. Manchester United will be with Bayern Munich. Arsenal are with Sevilla. Manchester City are with RB Leipzig. So, for the time being, let's wait for Eric Abadal to give his little instructions. H, so they won't be playing us. H, who is it now? Group H is Barcelona and Porto. So, Barcelona, Porto and Shakhtar Donetsk. Not really a great experience. Are you supporting Barcelona? Well, you've just been made up the fact that you've got Shakhtar Donetsk in your group. So, you've got FC Porto and Shakhtar Donetsk. So, really, for Barcelona, they should surely qualify this one. Crvena Zvezda now, this is... I want us to play these. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, please. A, Group A. I will scream if we play Crvena Zvezda. I've got a little scarf right there of Crvena Zvezda. Oh, please. Can we play? Can Manchester United play Crvena Zvezda? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think United will do that great in that one. Come on. Hey, you know it. You know it, Eric. You know it, Eric Abidal. You know it. Hey. Oh. No Crvena Zvezda for this one, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, what I will say, Crvena Zvezda are going to absolutely bomb the streets of Manchester. So, Mancunian police, warn it. Crvena Zvezda, they will bring thousands, and they will... The Etihad Stadium will not be so quiet on that one, put it that way. They will not be so quiet on that one. PSV Eindhoven from the Netherlands, I mean, I won't mind playing them. I mean, Erik ten Hag knows PSV very well from his time at Ajax. And well, we can play them, but that will ultimately maybe make a group of death, and I don't really want a group of death. Who am I supporting? The mighty Manchester United. That's who I'm supporting. I am a Manchester United fan. That's who I want to obviously win the Champions League, although it probably won't happen. So, what's he going to do? Group B, so we will not be playing them. I believe it is Sevilla and Arsenal. I tell you what, PSV, they will give Arsenal a tough game. Obviously, Sevilla, if it stays like that, they could potentially top that group. Maybe not top, but they could potentially qualify. Right, the next one, AC Milan. Oh, Christ. If we play these... Oh, we're out of it. Phew, so we won't be playing against AC Milan. That is an absolute relief for me, an absolute relief. If we draw an AC Milan, that would have been the group of death. Yes, I like that. Glory, Man United, Vizca and Barca. Obviously with Barcelona, I do have a scarf of Barcelona hung up. They are basically These 3 clubs are my 3 clubs to support. Cervena, Thursday, Barcelona and Manchester United. And they are all in the Champions League. I tell you what, Group F looks like a group of death. Paris Saint-Germain, Dortmund and AC Milan. That looks like that could be a group of death. Obviously, I just don't want us to play Braga. It's a bit boring, that. FC Salzburg, I mean, I particularly wouldn't mind playing them. I think they're open to play any team, though. No, A, C or D. So if United do play RB Salzburg, I'm sure they will be good fans, and I will be learning German for the rest of the Champions League campaign. If it's young boys, bring the German on. Right, what's Abadal going to draw now? D, so we won't be playing them. I tell you what, we could end up playing Braga. Benfica, Inter Milan and FC Salzburg. That could be a... And if you want, that could be a draw that could go anywhere. I mean, what I will say with Braga is their stadium is absolutely amazing. They do have a very nice stadium, Braga. Lazio, I mean, could we play them? No, we can't play them. We'll probably play Braga, Manchester United. We will probably play Braga. Group A is Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid and Lazio. That could be one of them ones that look like a Europa League draw, though. That isn't really up there. Like, there's 2 more teams that I can't remember who they are. Copenhagen, I'd want to see them. Copenhagen. Group A plays. They have good fans, Copenhagen. They will fill up Old Trafford. It's either them or Braga. So we're drawing. If you draw Group A, you will be with Man United. If you draw Group D, we'll have Braga in our group. And Braga, they were good. Right. Group, yes. Group A. Bayern Munich and Manchester United, they're nodding their heads thinking, oh God. But for me, 2 fanatical fans at Old Trafford, tick that right off. I do like fanatic fans, me, at Old Trafford. I like the actual atmosphere that it pumps. And Copenhagen, I will take that. Manchester United, Bayern Munich and FC Copenhagen. If we play a team that isn't so good, I mean, Aussie Lons is still on the equation, but if we play like... to be honest, I don't really know, because pot 4 is the more competitive draw, to be honest. I mean, Royal Antwerp, they could be in it. And, yeah, but so far, Manchester United have Bayern Munich and FC Copenhagen. So that should be good. Bayern Munich, Man United, and Copenhagen. That is what Manchester United will have. And now while we're here, let's show you the final pot, which will be pot 4. So pot 4 consists of this. So it consists of BSA Young Boys of Switzerland. I've seen them too many times. Real Sociedad, they're from Spain. I've already seen them. Galatasaray from Turkey. I won't mind seeing them. Celtic, they're the ones I want to see now, because obviously Union Berlin is off the equation. Celtic are the ones I want to see, because they will bring an atmosphere to Old Trafford. Newcastle United from England, obviously, they are probably the surprise package of this. Well, not surprise package, but no one really knows what they can do in this. Union Berlin, like I said, we can't play them. Royal Antwerp, they're from Belgium. They are the bit of a surprise team, but they did play very well against AEK Athens last night. And then Aussie Lons, they're from France. United have played Lons in pre-season, so we could make a bit of a revenge, but for the time being, they are your final teams in pot 4, all sorted and done. So we are back there, and that concludes pot 4. And well, we now know that Manchester United, we cannot play Union Berlin. That is a guarantee. Union Berlin will be off the equation now for Manchester United. We cannot play them because we are playing FC Bayern München instead, which, I mean, Thomas Muller, Jamal Musiala, I'll take that. If United can play, like, a fairly easy team now, well, not easy, but, like, so-called easy, a fairly okay team, then United might be okay. United might qualify, because I don't think we can finish in first. Right, what's the first team? I just don't want us to play at the same time as Newcastle. Real Sociedad. Now we are open to playing these. Group A, D, F and G. I mean, I saw Real Sociedad though last year. I don't really want to see them. Well, either way, Copenhagen, Bayern Munich. They're good. They're good teams. But I've already seen Real Sociedad, but they were probably one of the easiest teams to play. So in a group that we have, well, obviously Bayern Munich, well, Manchester United has, it is very tough. What's Eric Abidal doing, the former Barcelona legend? Group D, so they will not be playing us. Real Sociedad instead will be with Benfica, Inter Milan and FC Salzburg. I tell you what, Real Sociedad have a shout to qualifying past that group. They have a bit of a shout. I mean, it's a tough group with obviously Inter Milan and so on, but they could have a shout. They could have a shout. Now who's going to be the next team being drawn? Well, not Union Berlin for us, that's out of the equation. Newcastle United, how are you, man? That is my best of doing a Geordie accent, Newcastle United. And the good thing is I can actually watch Newcastle United play in the Champions League. E, F or G, that is the case. So that is what we do know. It's just now what's going to happen, who will be in which. Newcastle United will be drawn. I tell you what, if it were Group F or Group G, that is the group of death. Right. Who are Newcastle going to be drawn in? Group F. This could be the group of death here. This could be the group of death. I think that's the group of death. But for Newcastle fans, for the Geordies, trip to Paris, trip to Dortmund, trip to Milan. That is, I tell you what though, that's group of death. Group F is a group of death. Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan and Newcastle United. That is a tough group for the Geordies. But St James's Park can bring an atmosphere. You never know what that can do. Galatasaray AS from Istanbul. They are open to playing any group. Well, apart from D, F. But they can play in any group. A, B, C, E and F and H. G and H even. A, B, C, E, G and H. Sorry, my bad. Who will we be drawn? Who will draw us? Or who will Galatasaray be playing? If Galatasaray play us, that will be if playing Man United, that will be a tough game. Right, what's he going for now? A, so that's tough for United. That is tough for United, but a trip to Turkey, we'd never do good at Turkey, so that is the only bad thing. But looking at it of a competitive side, that is actually not a bad group. The fact that, well, you've got Bayern Munich, who will surely be a good game. Copenhagen, who will, I'm sorry for you Copenhagen fans, but you're probably going to finish last in that group. And Galatasaray. So altogether, that's not a bad group. That's not a bad group for us. Bayern Munich, Copenhagen and Galatasaray. I'll take that. Obviously, chimba bum, na 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 na. That's the Galatasaray chant. I will see the Ultraslan. They are the Ultras group of Galatasaray. Ultraslan. And, well, who are Union Berlin playing? They are playing Napoli, Real Madrid and Braga. So for Union Berlin, a trip to the Bernabeu, that will be good. That'll be a good trip there for them, a trip to Bernabeu. And, well, it's just recommended me of who we've drawn. I know who we've drawn now. I know we have a group of Galatasaray and Copenhagen and Bayern Munich. So this Champions League will be an enjoyable one. Obviously, for away fans, a trip to Munich, a trip to Copenhagen, and a trip to Istanbul. They are three very good cities that United fans will be going to, and I won't particularly mind if I want to go to one of them. But we will see. But for United, that is better. That is better. Well, let's see what Eric Abidal does now. I will do a little prediction, obviously, later to see who we will draw. Group G. So I believe Young Boys will be in a group of Manchester City. They keep going to Manchester then, what? But honestly, Manchester City, they are the easiest group imaginable. Easiest group. Man City, Leipzig, Cervena Zvezda and Young Boys. I mean, they can't get easier as well. I will be rooting for Crvena Zvezda against Manchester City. I believe, honestly, in that group, Crvena Zvezda, I don't want to say Crvena Zvezda might do something, but they could do. But I think RB Leipzig will be too strong. But the battle for that Europa League place, that's an alright group and all there for Arsenal. Sevilla, PSV and Aussie Lons. Newcastle have got the toughest one though. Ugh. Newcastle have got the toughest. But we have the second toughest. I mean, Bayern Munich, Copenhagen and Galatasaray should surely be interesting. I just hope I don't end up having a Galatasaray going over me head and kicking me. Because that is a tradition of what Galatasaray fans like to do. The Ultraslan. But merhaba, that is the only Turkish I know, so sorry about that. But yeah, Galatasaray, the Turkish champions, will be playing against Manchester United, which should be interesting. Hopefully, I want to play him first, me Galatasaray, because I think it will be a tough group with obviously the likes of Bayern Munich, the likes of Copenhagen. Yeah, I think going to Istanbul will be tough for Manchester United. It will be tough going to Istanbul. But we will see. Istanbul hasn't been a great hunting ground there for us. We did lose against Fenerbahce when we did win the Europa League at the Circus Sarıkoglu Stadium. And we lost to Istanbul Başakşehir at the Fatih Terim Stadium, which are also in Başakşehir. Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk and Antwerp. That should be an easy group there for Barcelona fans. And just like that, that is it all decided. That is it all decided. So let me tell you who will be in the group first and all, and I will make a little prediction. So Group A, Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Copenhagen and Galatasaray. I think Bayern Munich will finish first, Man United second, Galatasaray third, Copenhagen fourth. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, Eindhoven and Aussie Lons. I think Arsenal will finish first, Eindhoven second, Sevilla third, Lons fourth. Group C, I'm going to go for Napoli, Real Madrid, Napoli, Union Berlin and Braga. Group D, I will be going for... See, that is, anyone can win Group D. Anyone can win Group D. Benfica, Sociedad, Inter Milan, anyone can win that. Group E, Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio and Celtic. I think Atletico Madrid will win that. I think Lazio second, Feyenoord third, Celtic fourth. Group F, which I think is the group of death. I think PSG and say Group F, group of death. Group G, Man City obviously qualifying. Leipzig, Crvena Zvezda, Young Boys, I think will stay like that. And Group H, well, I think Barcelona and Porto are going to be qualifying. I think the other two, Royal Antwerp and that other one, B, we'll see. But that is it then. That is the Champions League draw wrapped up, all sorted. Finished finito. We'll be seeing you in September for more Champions League action. But for the time being, that is me gone. And well, that is a good group there for Manchester United and all the others. But for the time being, I will get going. I will go. See you soon. Stay safe.